name is Aaron Gillard. I'm enrolled in Environmental Management and Agricultural and Natural Resources. Before we begin, may I offer you a glass of water that contains oil and methane gas? No, right? Hydraulic fracturing, also known as fracking, is a process to extract natural gases and oils by using high-pressure liquids to expand the rock and allowing the oil and natural gases to flow to the surface. According to Greenpeace.org, mentions fracking will contaminate our natural water resource in the process. Today, I will persuade you why fracking needs to stop immediately. Fracking is very hazardous to us and the environment. This can lead to contaminated water from the oil and gases finding its way to our natural water resources. This is a picture of a resident in Granville, Pennsylvania. In her home, her tap water is contaminated with methane gas. She has a lit match lighting the gases coming from tap water. Now, renewable energy needs to be utilized more, such as solar, wind, biomass, and hydrogen energy. Allow me to explain. Solar energy can be utilized and help decrease dependence on oil and natural gases. Installing solar panels can allow us to harness the sun's natural energy. Second is wind energy. There are many benefits from this. According to energy.gov, they mentioned that wind energy production can also produce clean fuel source, also produce domestic source of energy. It is sustainable energy, cost effective, can be built on existing farms or ranches, and also it creates jobs. Third renewable energy source is biomass energy. Biomass energy is found from plant and plant-derived materials. According to the United States Energy Information Administration, mentioned that landfills produce an abundance of methane gas, and methane can be utilized as a biomass energy as well. Another source of biomass energy is ethanol, which is also found from utilization of corn. And you can find ethanol in our gasoline for our vehicles today. And our last renewable energy source is hydrogen energy. Hydrogen energy may be the best possible future renewable energy for us today. According to an article on economic analysis of hydrogen production technologies using renewable energy resources, written by Samantha Marable, mentions that there are great benefits from hydrogen energy. She mentions that only water and heat will be produced when you burn hydrogen, which means clean burning. And hydrogen is also the highest energy content per unit weight, and it's also renewable. According to the U.S. Department of Energy, hydrogen-powered vehicles will also reduce hazardous contaminants. It doesn't produce anything hazardous. It actually produces the byproducts of water and warm air. So it's very economically friendly, or eco-friendly. And now there will be objections to the process of stopping fracking. Okay, the gas prices will probably go up in the process, but in long term, our health will be better off if we stop fracking. Matt Casper, he is the research director at Energy and Policy Institute, mentions that 4 states in early 2014 were confirmed well water was contaminated with linked to fracking. It's Pennsylvania, which is the picture I showed you earlier of the lady lighting the tap water on fire. The other ones are Texas, Ohio, and West Virginia. Now, this chart is from irena.org. Okay, to put this is a chart between 2000 and 2013 are combined renewable energy sources. Okay, to put this chart in perspective, Allison Kenward mentions how Hoover Dam produces about 2 gigawatts a year that can produce electricity to over 350,000 to 700,000 homes a year, containing on the water level around the Hoover Dam area. Now, for this chart, we're going to look at 2013, the one on the very far right. The combined renewable energy source here, it almost produced about 1,600 gigawatts. And doing the math, rough estimate is about 840,000 homes that can have electricity to their houses just from using our renewable energy source in 2013. Now, the answer to our sustainable energy is not fracking. We need to stop fracking. Okay, we need to push more renewable energy sources. The fracking will deplete our natural resources. The fracking will also deteriorate the environment. We need to stop fracking and push the use of renewable energy. Solar, wind, biomass, and hydrogen energy. Any questions? Got any questions?
Just a comment.
Sure.
When I traveled this last summer, I do notice that now if I gas my car up here,
Yeah.
the lower grade gas is the cheapest, but in the Midwest, the lower grade gas is the most expensive. So they're wanting you to use the gas that has higher ethanol value to it, and to do that, you pay less to get the better grade gas for your car.
That's up north, you said?
In the Midwest, when I
Midwest?
traveled, I noticed that.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
I noticed there's a flex fuel. They make vehicles for that are more ran off ethanol instead of like when we pump our unleaded gas for like 89. I don't know if you remember, but when you select somewhere unleaded to like premium, and the numbers actually represent if you subtract 89, giving you 11, that is the percentage of ethanol that's in that gas. So if you subtract the number from 100, that'll give you the ethanol content of the gas. So I didn't know that until I did further research on that. So, yeah. Anything else? Good? All right, well, thank you. We'll turn this video off real quick.